This video does not intend to insult or hurt the feelings of Muslims, but its purpose is to show that apostates are human who have feelings and must be given the right to express themselves against their former religion without fear of facing persecution or harm. You must strive to find your own voice, because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out. Do not kill or subject anyone to violence for religion, for you do not know for sure, and no true religion would ask this of you. The whole problem with the world is that fools and fanatics are always so certain of themselves, and the wiser people so full of doubts. Bertrand Russell. As for respect, honor, and peace, the respectable remain respectable, the honorable remain honorable, and the peaceful remain peaceful. And does it not suffice in the sight of God who they are? Just when you think you know something, you have to look at it in another way, even though it may seem silly or wrong. You must try. Now, we all have a great need for acceptance, but you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular. Even though the herd may go, "That's bad." Robert Frost said, "Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference." So carpe diem, seize the day, make your lives extraordinary. Greetings, everyone. I'm back. um, After that live stream on YouTube, because I've made some mistakes also, I need to correct myself. So, back to these verses, working them out. As I make mistakes, even as a Shia reading the Quran, I could make mistakes and not understand some of the Quran ayats properly, the way they should be understood. So, one thing through trial and error, you may be put off by this, my style, but due to my condition and brain incapacity, I have to do this again and again. That does not mean that this crazy person could be wrong in all things. In some things, I could be right. So please pay attention. Right? Thank you. Hope you understand. Some of us are not perfect. So many errors we might make. But in the end, the gist of it may be true. Let's see. Let's find out. Right? Nothing is carved in stone, I guess. I'm guessing. So, what can we be sure of? The only thing that I figured out, I saw, was that nothing we can be sure of but death in life. And the other thing I found out
was through Moji Baba. Nothing we can trust. Everything changes, fades away. One thing remains, and this pure awareness here. So I stopped relying on Quran books and reading, learning, trial and error. I just taking a moment at a time because of my condition also, and just this pure awareness. So, but I do go here and there, like I'm coming back to the Quran ayats. This is my passion, stupid passion. It may be, or let's see, because I need to search out. I wanted answers. Even doing Moji Baba pointings, I could not remain in this, and I haven't yet been graced by God for this pure awareness to just be here and completely empty myself and need nothing but what is necessary and all this, right? So okay, back to this unforgiving hypocrites Quran ayats. I'll try to cut myself and be quick now. Surah Munafiqeen, verse 5. I made a mistake when reading it in the last word, arrogance, not ignorance. So even Shaitan, you may say, has throws things at me when reciting the Quran ayats, because I did not seek refuge in Allah from Satan. In another live stream, I said like Shaitan tests, Allah tests, not Shaitan, but he sends Shaitan to test us at times. At times, Gabriel comes in Surah Taha. He came to, Samiri saw him and all this. So, anyways, cut myself short again. Um, so I was confused, and due to my condition, now I've had my breakfast meal. Let's see how I do. And I also have some allergy problems. So I'm not that alert. I have some fog in my head, and allergy does this to you. It drives you crazy with the itching and all this and crazy feeling. Okay, so I may not be able to read properly. Please correct yourself, correct me in your minds where I am not able to recite the Quran ayats properly or understand them properly. But let's see if I am right about this, that overall, which we call the religion of peace. Yeah, it could be religion of peace, we used to say, could be that, how we used to reason, uh, and these hypocrites and corrupted people, and you have to believe in Allah to have the peace. Submit your will to Allah. And orders of Prophet Muhammad to obey a messenger. And this verse also, Surah Nisa, I have to correct myself. You see, I did not understand those charged with authority among you. But if you differ in anything among yourselves, then refer it to, meaning then refer to Allah and His Messenger. So obey Allah and obey the Messenger and those charged with authority. But if you differ among yourselves, you have to refer it to Allah and His Messenger. So, charged with authority and differences you have, then you have to refer to Allah and His Messenger, not charged. If the people charged with authority, let's say, have a difference, if they differ in anything among themselves, then they should refer it to Allah and His Messenger. Could be one way we can take this, and the proper way is this, perhaps, if you do believe in Allah. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. So I have to go very slow, and that's why my video live streams are very, very long, 2 hours. Maximum, I think around 3 hours I've made a few live streams. came to 3 hours. Okay, so I now correct myself that if you obey the Allah and the Messenger and those charged with authority, but if you differ among yourselves, refer it to Allah and His Messenger, and even these authorities that you are asked to obey after Allah and the Messenger, they need to refer it to Allah and His Messenger, so they would have, if they have any differences among themselves. I guess this is one way we can correctly say about this ayat 59 of Surah Nisa. So here I correct myself. 60. Hast thou not turned thy vision to those who declare that they believe in the revelations that have come to thee and to those before thee? Their real wish is to resort together for judgment. So even if they say that we believe in this that has been revealed to Prophet Muhammad and to those before you, Prophet Muhammad, i.e., the real wish is to resort together for judgment and not to refer to Allah and His Messenger as verse 59 of Surah Nisa states that they should be doing, even those charged with authority among yourselves. So I hope I explained this correctly. So there's a lot of stress on me. I have to struggle with my English, this and that understanding. So first time I made a mistake, the second time I hope I've not made a mistake. If I have, I'll be as shameless. I will have to come back and correct myself as soon as I realize it. So I was listening to my live stream, previous one, and I had to come back to correct myself. Um, so I hope I've explained this properly. Hast thou not turned thy vision to those who declared that they believe in the revelations sent to Muhammad that have come to thee, O Muhammad, and to those before thee, O Muhammad? But their real wish is to resort together for judgment in their disputes to the evil one, Tawhut, though they were ordered to reject him. But Satan's wish is to lead them astray far away from the right. When it is said to them, come, so these hypocrites are in the, they're describing what happens to them. They want to resort the differences among themselves for judgment between themselves, right? Their real wish is to resort together for judgment in their disputes to the evil one, Tawhut. So they want to resolve their differences, and they give it to they go to the evil one for finding peaceful solutions, like that, going to the evil one. That's what they are told here. We are told. Though they were ordered to reject him. So even if they sincerely want to, among themselves, find a judgment in disputes among themselves, that this verse says, to the evil one, it's to the evil one. Because if you don't obey Allah, and the verses will come explaining that you have to make Prophet Muhammad the judge of all your disputes. And thus you will be peaceful. You will get a very peaceful solution. The best solution for peace is with Prophet Muhammad and before him Allah. No difference, not much of a difference except that Allah is the creator. But in obedience, you have to obey Muhammad, the messenger of Allah. right? So now just look at this a little bit. Pay attention to this verse 60 of Surah Nisa. Even among themselves, they are resorting, they're told, actually, the hearts want peace. They want a peaceful solution. Resort together for judgment. Together. Like shua, having a committee, shu, shuara, forming a committee, sitting together, all members, leaders of the tribe, or so things like that. Bani Qurayza, let's say, Bani Nadir, and the Makkan Bani, the Quraysh idol worshippers. But we are told here to the evil one, though they were ordered to reject him. But they don't think this is the evil one. Because you see, the evil one can never, who in the right mind, who wants to resort together for judgment in their disputes among themselves, would resort to the evil one. Peaceful solutions. Like we go to the court, they are called heathens by Jesus Christ. They were in the Bible, I read somewhere, in the Gospel of Jesus Christ, or, they resort to. So, yeah, this is the evil one. Together they cannot. So, even in the Bible, we are told that these court judges, lawyers, evil one, devil's advocates. Okay, that is there, right? Devil's advocate, mediation, arbitration, and all this was perhaps there, we don't know, but to the evil one. The real wish is to resort together for judgment in their own disputes, not with Prophet Muhammad, in their disputes, to the evil one. Or am I seeing this wrong? If I'm wrong, I'll come back and correct myself. Because now when I'm talking, my energy is even more, depleting. I find it hard to concentrate and all this. Yet, I'm struggling. And let's see how many mistakes I make. But my mistake, I hope, does not misguide people for ages and ages and deceive them in the name of peace, in the name of obedience to Allah and His Messenger, right? In the name of prevention of crimes, corruption. Okay, so this, but Satan's wishes to lead them astray far away from the right. So, could it be here they are ignorant? Or are they intentionally doing this? Okay, so they've been told, get out of your ignorance? Or they are hypocrites? What are they? 61. Let's see what 61 says. When it is said to them, come to what Allah hath revealed, and to the messenger, thou seest the hypocrites avert their faces from thee in disgust. So Prophet Muhammad's Allah is telling them that, Baba, you Christians, Jews, and polytheists, you are hypocrites. And you know why you have become hypocrites? Because first you took the covenant with Allah, then you broke it. One is going to worship the golden calf, the Samiri caste, and all this. You are doing, you're not listening to the messenger. And we have revealed signs and warnings from day one. But you broke the covenant, and your souls, or God knows your conditioning, your habit, and you sometimes even intentionally, hypocrites do it intentionally. You broke the covenant intentionally. You say you believe, then you say you don't believe, then you say you believe, then you say you don't believe. And when you go to the disbelievers, you say this and that. avert their faces from thee in disgust. So these are the hypocrites, and ayats have been given explaining in somewhere Surah Munafiqun, Surah Baqarah, and all that, maybe. So, and in other ayats, surahs. 62. How then, when they are seized, oh God, deeds with their hands have sent forth. Then there come to thee swearing. Then they come to thee swearing by Allah. Remember that I went like, what swearing by Allah? But these hypocrites, you see, so Shias will get me. Hypocrites swearing by Allah. So these are hypocrites, but they don't have any fear of Allah. They swear by Allah. We meant no more than goodwill and conciliation. 63. Those men, Allah knows what is in their hearts. So keep clear of them, but admonish them and speak to them a word to reach their very souls. Peacefully, nicely do it. 64. So this is a religion of peace. Because for peace, and when it gets too much, then he has to use force. Who wouldn't, right? So we send not a messenger, but to be obeyed in accordance with the will of Allah. If they had only, when they were unjust to themselves, come unto thee. Now implied that messenger of Allah, uh, all beyond reasonable doubt, evidence, proof has been provided to them, or not. What happened to the Najran Christians? In Mobile, peaceful, they had a discussion, but they had to pay jizya and they became dhimmis. We are told, Shias know this very well. Eid al-Mubala we celebrate when I was a Shia. It's called Eid al-Mubala. So the Messenger of Allah had a peaceful discussion. He took his sons, himself, Ali, two grandsons, Hassan, Hussein, and Fatima, daughter, women, Nisa. That verse is in somewhere in Surah Al Imran, I think, or Surah Maida is for Imam Ali's verses that he bowed down and on this, no, okay. So if I'm wrong, please I correct myself. But these these mistakes sometimes yes, not understanding the Quran, I said, but I will come back if I'm alive to correct myself. This is not misguiding or deceiving people in the name of religion, peace, and all this. Asked Allah's forgiveness, and the messenger had asked forgiveness for them, they would have found Allah indeed of returning most merciful. We send not a messenger but to be obeyed in accordance with the will of Allah. So it's implied that these people have received all the proof and evidence from the messenger of Allah. Then why did the Najrans not believe in him? Anyhow, but it was their failure. This religion is true. If they had only, when they were unjust to themselves, come unto thee and asked Allah's forgiveness, and the messenger had asked forgiveness for them, they would have found Allah indeed of returning most merciful. But no, 65, but no, by the Lord, they can have no real faith, faithless, no real faith. Yes, okay? So remember, they're faithless until they make thee judge. How will you make them faithful? How will you make them believe in you? So for the Christians, Jews, we will say that this book has come. The revelations have come on him. Sorry, it wasn't in a book form. Maybe at that time being collected on papers and things. So you would look into your Bible, your Torah, your books. Find him there. The messenger had asked forgiveness for them, they would have found Allah indeed of returning, most merciful. But no, by the Lord they can have no real faith until they make thee judge in all disputes between them and find in their souls no resistance against thy decisions, but accept them with the fullest conviction, taslima. So this is what Zainab bin Josh did. This is what Zaid did. And Zainab bin Josh didn't want to marry Zaid. She was forced to marry him. Surah Azab ayats and commentary, Shia commentary, multilingual Quran. And he also made Zaid the adopted son. Then Allah brought the thing that, no, you can't do this. After he has made Zaid, his adopted son, practice the most unrealistic pagan idol worshipping practice, custom of adopting sons, taking them as like your own son. Oh, Zaban, giving your word. See, these idol worshippers, don't you think when that इनकी जो दिल था वो ज़बान था, इनका जो दिल था वो ज़बान था, जो ज़बान थी वो दिल था. Whatever was on their tongue was in their hearts. Not, I mean, biological son भी नहीं है. What is like blood. Now, you know, we say that who can be your mother? Who can be your mother? Who can be a mother? Now you Muslims can't adopt. So we thought maybe that's good because, you know, then uh, foreign, not a blood, people can molest family members, even the, well, there are cases where real fathers also, their daughters. I'm just eating my words. You understand what I mean. Uh, Sometimes I talk to myself. So, oops. So there's a call. Uh, sorry, that was just a vibration, message, call, not message. It's not your phone. So, by the Lord, they can have no real faith until they make thee judge in all disputes between them, and find in their souls no resistance against thy decisions, but accept them with the fullest conviction. You have to see whether you can believe in this person. He says that I'm the Ahmad, that Jesus Christ, it's written in the Quran ayat. Jesus Christ said he is Ahmad. You have to see that he does not go against his words, and the idol worshippers may not be able to understand why he did this with Zed. And then maybe even the Jews saw this and retreated. And he had a discussion with the Christians, Najran Christians, and it failed, the discussion. They were not fully satisfied. The likeness of Jesus the likeness of Adam is like, Jesus is the likeness of Adam. God can create anything he likes. It's a miracle. God is able to do everything. Somehow he could not satisfy, right? So he brought his family members, Noor, Ilahi, like so much light. They were such very dignified, and they looked Noorani family. like they say, the smile is about His Highness Aga Khan and his family. Christians got scared and said, let's not have let's not put a curse, but let's come to, you know, another way by just discussing. Like he said, if whoever lies, the curse of Allah will be on him. So let's invoke a curse of Allah on the liars. So they retreated. They said, no, no, we don't want to invoke a curse of Allah, and we'll discuss this, and then we'll give the money jizya. God. And another point now, what am I missing here? Hypocrites. So these are all these conditions for these hypocrites. But of course, these conditions cannot be fulfilled by a hypocrite. Can it ever be fulfilled by a hypocrite? So it would be unfair to say these things. But anyhow, you would say still the hypocrites are hypocrites. And of course, but the Quran has made it clear. The rules are there that but you are hypocrites. So how do the believers recognize these hypocrites? And because they will not take Allah and His Messenger as the judge and things like that, conditions. And however you may explain it, you are more articulate if you are more than me. Of course, I do believe that, some of you. So I'm not articulate. I make these mistakes in explaining the verses, like this one also. Hast thou not turned thy vision to those who were given a portion of the book? They believe in sorcery and evil, and say to the unbelievers that they are better guided in the right way than the believers. So again, correcting myself from my previous live stream, that these people believe in sorcery and evil. And has thou not turned thy vision? Jews and Christians, they believe in sorcery and evil, as if Muhammad didn't. Surah, evil exists, we are told. Of course, Satan. Iblis became Satan, Shaitan. They believe in sorcery, black magic, and evil. And they say to the unbelievers, these Jews and Christians, that they are better guided. Or that they say to the unbelievers, whoever they are, that they are, or all of them, even the unbelievers, are better guided in the right way than the believers. Okay? So I correct myself, the mistakes I've made in my previous live stream. So all well and good, right? But no. We are told here in Surah Fat, right? So this is Surah Tawbah, Ayat 91. You see, so I found out here, Surah Fat, we are told that let me show you. You see it for yourself. Those of the Bedouins who lagged behind will say to you, our possessions and families occupied us. So ask forgiveness for us. So ask forgiveness for us. They say with their tongues what is not in their hearts. So what we say is that, oh God, these hypocrites. See, now God has got them, because some of them, they even, since this ayat is there, that they should have come and asked forgiveness from the Prophet. We only see as a Shia, I only saw Allah and the Messenger's side. Oh yes, these hypocrites. Now they're saying, So ask forgiveness for us. But can you also see the other side now, which I have seen? Because I had to see both sides, all sides. So you see, as a Shia, I'm going in the ayat now, in the web on Quran.com website. Surah Fat, this is not loaded properly. Surah Fat ayat 11 says, so we say, oh my God, Allah is describing, like now these hypocrites are saying, since maybe the ayat has come that, if they had come to the messenger and Allah asked forgiveness for us, or however you may put it, please put it in, you see, in words, here words don't matter. It's not much of a difference. It doesn't make much of a difference. If they had asked forgiveness, the messenger would have asked forgiveness for them. They would have been forgiven if they had come. Leave behind those other conditions where you have to completely take him as a judge and everything. You just for the hypocrites coming and saying, okay, please ask forgiveness for us. Oh, these people, they want to stay at home. Now we have to rely on historical facts, or, oh, sorry, I wouldn't call it facts, but what history, the way it has come here by the Islamic sources. What happened here? Did they want to fight? Or was the messenger's life? So the messenger says that, no, he doesn't say it, but we can infer. Now we're using inference also and history also. Islamic. Those who remain behind of the Bedouins, they say with their tongues what is not with their heart. Sorry, I just skipped some. Say, then who could prevent Allah? So now you see, they're saying you all, their hearts, these terrible, oh, terrible hypocrites. Now we're looking at them through the eyes of what I was, a Shia. But you thought that the messenger and the believers would never return to their families, also, right? Ever. And that was made pleasing in your hearts. And you assumed, who assumed? I showed you in the video, if you have seen that assumptions are being made by the messenger and his Allah about these hypocrites. And you assumed an assumption of evil and became a people ruined. You see? Nay, you thought that the messenger and the believers would never return to their families. Consider, Abu Sufyan gave the keys of the Kaaba to the messenger of Allah, last part, and they will have many booties. He's going, where is he going? Please, you historians, Islamic historians, I hope you know your history, Islamic history, very well. He's going back to Makkah and he's asking them to come with him because you need to assist him. You need to, and he's telling, his Allah is telling us, you need to assist him. Ninth verse. I have to be very careful here. So, of course, no, it's not of course. Shias, who told, sorry, you cannot follow this blindly, and that he may punish the hypocrites, men and women, polytheists, men and women, who imagine an evil opinion of Allah. Polytheists तो जैसे भी गए गुजरे हैं, gone cases. Evil opinion of Allah, okay. Anyways, you see his mind, he, it seems from these verses that I analyzed and examined much earlier and put videos uploaded on YouTube, that we can, that anyone who is not a Muslim, doesn't obey him completely and make him a judge and everything he says you have to obey him. is evil, assuming, hypocrite, disbeliever, bad heart, bad, bad, evil. Indeed, those who pledge allegiance to you. Where's the nine? I was going to nine, sorry. So, showing you that if you have to assist him and you thought evil, uh, and whoever has not believed in Allah and His Messenger, then indeed we have prepared for the disbelievers a place. So, you know that ayat that we only want peace against. So maybe Abu Sufyan and the Jews decided, Baba, give him the. Because you see, when he went back, Hudaybiyah, going back. See, I'm not good at this. Going back to Makkah, Prophet Muhammad, last time when he established his Islam, Muhammad returned to live in Medina. Next 3 years, he considered most of that. He returned to Makkah one last time to perform pilgrimage, and tens of thousands of Muslims joined him. After the pilgrimage, he returned to Medina. So the Kaaba was given to him. Conquest of Makkah. Here, Wikipedia. Thank you. Uh, so you have to read all this to know, to see what I'm seeing, what I saw a long time ago. Uploaded videos on this. Hypocrites and forgiveness. Ancient sources date Medina set out from the conversion of these days. See, they did not give, Abu Sufyan did not give him a fight in Makkah. They were not supposed to fight there anyways, right? This was a place where even for the pagan Arabs, 4 months they make, and then 1 year they make it sacred. Another year to their please, to their this thing, then they have a fight, or maybe he went in the month of peace, right? Where they hold that month sacred and not fight. And that year, in 628, the Makkan tribe of Quraysh and the Muslim community in Medina signed a 10-year truce called the Treaty of Hudaybiyah. In 630, this truce was broken when the Banu Bakr, an ally of the Quraysh, attacked the Banu Quza'a, who had recently become allies of the Muslims. According to terms of treaty, Arabs. So when did he preparation for conquest? The Muslim army consisting of 10,000 men set out for Makkah on Tuesday, 31st October. This was the largest Muslim force ever assembled as of that time. Muhammad ordered every man to light a fire so as to make the Makkans overestimate the size of the army. Okay, this is the Shia won't. I don't know if anyways, Shia sources में है या नहीं है. I don't know if it is there. Entry into Makkah. Oh my. Okay, the 300-kilometer journey to Maruzahran, located 15 northwest. The army arrived there on Monday, 16th Ramadan, and the assault on Makkah began the following day. Makkah lies. Assault on Makkah. There were four. Oh, these were from the northwest, southwest, southeast, northeast. Sorry, not southeast. Sorry, I'm not seeing properly here. My glasses. Oh, I didn't wear the. It's getting out of focus now. Uh, that's why I have to cut myself. I can't read. I skim things and skim reading and all this. Muhammad divided the Muslim army into four columns, one to advance through each pass. The main column, Muhammad was. So here their tactic was to advance, emphasize the Muslims should refrain from fighting unless the Quraysh attacked. Okay, last part. The Muslim army entered Makkah on Monday, 11th December, 6 to 9, 18th Ramadan, 8 AH. The entry was peaceful and bloodless on three sectors, except for that of Khalid's column. The hardened anti-Muslims like Ikrama and Sufwan gathered a band of Quraysh fighters and faced Khalid's column. The Quraysh attacked the Muslims with swords and bows, and the Muslims charged the Quraysh's positions. After a short skirmish in which the Quraysh lost 12 men and the Muslims lost 2, the Quraysh retreated. Okay, so there was a little bit. Maybe the Bedouins should have gone to help out. Yeah, there was this from this side. So you may say, no, he needed all the help he should have gotten, but he asked for, but they did not give him. Muhammad and his companions visited the Kaaba. The idols were broken and their gods were destroyed. Thereupon recited the following verse from the Quran. Say the truth has come and falsehood gone. Verily falsehood is bound to vanish. The people assembled at the Kaaba. No, no, we don't break. Don't say anything to anyone's religion. We are good, peaceful people. If you are peaceful, if your Prophet Muhammad taught you to be peaceful, oh, this Kaaba was Ibrahim's, and the debate will go on. Then tolerate. No, no, this is not a peaceful God. He doesn't tolerate idol worshipping. Idol worshippers can tolerate him. It's Allah, Muhammad and Allah, but they don't tolerate. Why should they allow him entry? It's like peaceful. Anyways, no, no, I've gone back on my. Like they should be subdued, and he should return to Makkah and get. They expelled him, and they expelled the Muslims of that time, and no, no, we don't. We are. Oh, you're going to come and break what I make here, maybe a murti. Or take me in that she's doing sorcery and she's practicing sorcery. She believes in sorcery and evil. This is tolerance. Also, another point has come up. Don't think I'm trying to, because this deceiver was very telling, I have for years uh, tried to see Yazid's point of view too. So I was told that Imam Sajjad bed was snatched, right, in Karbala. He was sick. What made Yazid do this? So I was searching for that. And say the truth has come and falsehood gone, verily falsehood is bound to vanish. You can't say anything. You can't hit. Of course not. They're not going to do that. Allah is, they know Allah is a pure awareness or consciousness or whatever. But yes, the avatars come down, the leaders come down, the murtis are there. Here it is, and he destroyed the murtis. पत्थरों आज मेरे सर पे बरसते क्यों हो आबिदा परवीन मैंने तुझको भी कभी अपना खुदा समझा है और या माना है what was that ghazal of Abida Parveen so there is no God. This is how to establish a peaceful religion. This is a peaceful. When a religion is peaceful, yes, all these verses speak to them so that they reach of their very souls And Surah Fussilat, none is granted it, save one, make peace. And they do this with their behavior, that your enemy become your bosom friend. Now you, no, Shias, you also look at this. He broke the idols, you know it. Imam Ali sat, he made Imam Ali only Ali on his shoulders, standing on Rasulullah's shoulders, what is foot on Rasulullah's or maybe sitting on Rasulullah's shoulders. So don't tell me it is not in your. This is how to establish peace. Not only corruption, not only crime makers, but these are criminals unforgivable, worshipping their idols. You see, oh, verses of peace and this and mischief, those who make mischief on land, we know them and we will crucify them and this, that, corruption. You see? So please wake up and see the truth. If you are a truth seeker, not a religious bigot, dogmatic person, I had to leave behind my heart. You know who is Sayyid Sajjad? Let me show you Sayyid Faiz. I couldn't watch this movie on YouTube when it came on, when I had access to YouTube in Karachi. I couldn't watch the Imam Sajjad's hands, right? So now where do I take you? You want to see who Imam Sajjad is? Psalms he has given us, Imam Hussein, Imam Sajjad, this religion made complete. We cannot go to the Christians anymore, become Christians, even if there is not one Shia to take care of us when we are mahtaj. And Dr. Faw comes when, if I had leprosy, and Dr. Sister Gertrude in Karachi also, if I'm a defective child and my mother did not want me, and through me, right? So point here is very, very peaceful, very peaceful. You see, a peaceful, what do you want? Worship one God, that will bring you peace. But what if God is the source of all peace? You can, sometimes I make mistakes in words also. You can see my videos, I make mistakes. I try to correct them later on. Even then, maybe I make mistakes, wrong things. The respectful will be the respectable will be the respectable. Changed it, right? The respectful not. The respectable will be respectable. Things like that I change. So you say that this Allah never made, this no mistake, no mistake, Quran is, but we can make mistakes as Muslims also. Yusuf Ali, I just showed you a grammar sentence problem, word problem. There, in that ayat Surah Nisa. Say the truth has come and falsehood gone. So for peace, you are saying that you break these idols. Muslims break idols. No, Imam Ali broke the idol according to Shia sources. Abraham broke the idol. Imam Ali ko ye haq tha, because he's Abu Turab, father of the dust, earth, right? Father of dust. No one else could break the idols. Shia still, maybe I haven't won against you. Religion of peace. Hmm. Mischief makers, no. Idol worshippers, really break their idols, peace will come. If there is a God who loves peace, he will tolerate, say, okay, they're coming through to me through idols. What is your problem? Be at peace. There are many paths to me. Jiddu Krishnamurti said, truth is pathless. Did the Hindu kill him? So, truth is pathless. Many ways to, but here the point is that what is in your hearts is most important. You, but he wants us to believe in him, obey him. That's what Zainab and Josh did. The marriage was a disaster. And he even put his efforts to later on. What do you say to that? The Urdu speaking, very and quick speaking people, very nice, very eloquent. I can't speak like that. Thereupon Muhammad, oh goodness, idols breaking. This is, they didn't do any mischief. They thought this was, but this is evil, you see. And evil comes out, and then we will have uh, evil practices, sorcery, and even the Jews and the Christians who are blamed for believing in evil. Then, then you do this. Then you say, "Oh Allah, save me from." See, you have extra prayers for evil. Surah Nas hai, right? There's Surah Nas here. You see, let's put an end to this. Say, you see, you are, sometimes you suspect that, oh, there's nazar on me or something, I feel. Maybe you don't. Maybe you are not that superstitious like the Hindu Sanatan Dharmas are. Say, I seek refuge in Allah, in the Lord of mankind, the sovereign of mankind. Refuge in Allah. From what? The God of mankind. From the evil of the retreating whisperer, who whispers evil into the breasts of mankind, hearts of people. Suduri Anas. Viswasofi Suduranas. Suduranas. That's how I say it. Anyhow, bad Arabic out. Who whispers into the hearts of mankind. Hearts. Why can't we have, what is this? All the time battle from among the jinn and mankind. Both. We are lost cases. No. But you keep, and you even drink, in Pakistan we have this Surah Nas, Surah Falak, balls where it's written inside. You put water and you drink it. I drink so much. In Surah Falak, you see, that's the problem. That the men jinn into your heart whispering, right? Now you come here, what I say about Imam Sajjad, that he a liar. On Facebook I put it. So I stumbled upon this ayat. You see why Yazid army is so terrible. I just want to understand them. Maybe not a lawyer, not defending them, just to see the why. Why? There is no blame on the weak or on the sick or on those who have nothing to spend if they are sincere to Allah and His Messenger. If, if, if they are sincere, there is no blame on the weak. Are we missing some? Now, this is like a kick on. I cannot say what it has done to me. There is no blame. Maybe, okay, Shias, please hold your horses a little bit. No Shia coming here, anyways. But one day, Yazid, okay, he did that. You don't even do that to your enemy, we say. Sick person on bed. He's lost, butchered the father, Imam Hussein, 6 months old. Everything he's sick bed in the tent waiting. Right? And then they have to take him because God want to save him so that he go with the women and he have to witness all this terrible atrocities. And we are told that Yazid's army came and they bring what? They go into tent of Imam Sajjad, Imam Ali ibn al-Hussein, Zain al-Abidin Sajjad, Imam Sajjad. He had a fever. He was very sick. So God has saved him to go with the women folk from Karbala after the tragedy of Karbala, right? After the tragedy. And so my voice also turning very nice, uh, sad, true, you would say. Because, pain within never lie. Pain. In pain, they are made to go. Mourning, how much mourning? You know how many die in one day? Butchered. So, Bani Hashem. Oh, it's coming quite nice. Now we say, Karbala. There is no blame on the weak or on the sick or on those who have nothing to spend. Weak, sick. How weak are they? Are they as weak as the Bedouins who want to manage business, the herds, the family members? They don't want to go to Mecca with his messenger and assist him if there be a battle there, which on one side was, we are told by the Sunni sources, or perhaps Shias believe, if they are sincere to Allah. What? Many nights I wonder about Yazid when, I'm not able to take Karbala. I Shia born. Oh, I was born in a Shia family, not a Shia born. Child innocent. No religion have. How weak are they? There is no restriction for the weak. But of course, you will say that no, no, not that you have money and you have family to protect and you don't want to go. Weak meaning zaif. Wait a minute. Zoaf, zoafa. Let's put it as zaif. It means zaif, right? The weak, zaif, and the sick. Okay, sick, but Badouin not as sick. But you know what this point to make here? If is there an if here? What if you are not? What if there's an if here? Ida, unless or what? إذا Ida, Ida. What does this mean? If. Did I get it? Okay, if I'm wrong, I will, because I not want to go to the fire of hell. Any if they are sincere to Allah, this means hypocrite will tell you, we are very weak. Like Badouin, tell you him. Please pray for forgiveness, John Choro. Leave us alone. No, but they in the hearts are like this, that. What? Wait a minute. Let me get the verse before. No, I mean, sorry. I said what? Was that a rude what? Whoa, pardon me, excuse me. Sorry. Allah has prepared for them gardens when you abide there. Yes. Believers and those with excuses among the Bedouins came to be permitted to remain, and they who had lied to Allah and His Messenger sat at home. They will strike those who disbelieved, among them a painful punishment. So they lied, we are told. These Baduans, Surafat ayat also explain about these Baduans. And then we come here, Zahra, do you see this? What do I see? What are you? Hello, miss, what are you telling me? I'm telling you that I don't get it right now. Please don't tell me these things. No, no, be courageous, face it. I'm talking to myself. Uh, there is no blame on the weak nor on the sick. So if the believer, if the disbeliever tell you, Badouin tell you I'm sick, you won't believe. They're lying. Hey, stand up, you liar. They not tell you that, right? What did Yazid and his army do to Imam Sajjad, they tell you. How are you going to believe in Israel, the Jews, Christians, any Christian you will believe in? You not to look sick. One teacher in St. Joseph's College tell me that I had such terrible throat infection. I get very terrible. Throwing up and all this. Terrible. Fever high. Antibiotics, for a week or so, 4 days especially. Something like that, yeah. So I go to school and my teacher, general history teacher in first year, tell me, I not to look sick. You are not sick. You not to look sick. One thing, you will not believe them. Of course not. Don't believe them. That's what it is telling you. They were liars. And not only they are liars, but if you now tell me that you are going to believe in these Jews and Christians, you are not a true. You can't. There is no blame on the weak, nor on the sick, nor on those who have nothing to enable them. Wait, I getting a what? What you telling me? Yeah, if you find another verse, please send it so that I may understand at the age of maybe after 2 years I come across that you, oh no, you can believe in Christians and Jews now. Okay, good for you. There is no blame on, oh no, no, not that. Let me be like this. Sorry. My Shias apologize. Oh, so much apology. Wait, do you see this? I want to. There is no blame on the weak, nor on the sick, nor on those who have nothing to enable them to join the struggle in the way of Allah if they stay behind, provided that they are sincere to Allah and His Messenger, meaning not to believe in anyone, take jizya from them, except those who are sincere. Even if they say they are sick, not give them sick leave from jobs. They're lying. Am I clear on that about this verse? Okay. Even the Hindus would say, no, because the Hindus, they come, these Husseini Brahmins. No, we are not saying do the same thing what this messenger do to the Badu and maybe the sick people he snatch. Hey, you get up and come, otherwise, khanjar can, you will die. But here we are told he didn't do this, he forgave them, and we have forgiven you. Allah has forgiven him for forgiving them. They will strike those who did, and but not at all that the army will come against you. There are elderly people there in Medina. No, no. Zara, some Sayyid tell me that, oh, who was it? The Sahaba, Salman Farsi. No, no, some other in Karbala. He was Sahaba of a messenger of Allah and very true to the Ahlul Bayt, Abani Hashim, Bibi Fatima Zahra. So he was very, very old at that time. And he take his kamar back and straighten it with a cloth or something so he can fight in Karbala. Sayyid Yusuf said, he told me something like this. Like he was so old, like his back would be bent, right? But he tightened his here, waist. Oh, yeah. Are you telling me that if are not provided, but what if provided they are, what if they are not sincere to Allah and not only Allah, see, to His Messenger? Oh my goodness. That means it make all Jews and Christians now finish. You cannot trust them. Even if they bring an excuse in school, this Muslim school, you know, was it like a recent scenario I'm giving you, right? Did I get this right? So I have a terrible. I didn't want to come. I was kind of shocked, joked, not joked, but like mm, I would just scream and all that. But, sorry, excuse me for the sounds. God. There is no blame on the weak nor on the sick. I feel sick. I can't go on. Let me see. Let me just take a. Please have a look at this. Does this mean? Does this not mean that when jihad comes, okay, I've been taking you to the present scenario of schools and employment and Christians, Jews working in Muslim countries. But this ayat, there is no blame. God not put it well again. I'm telling you, it's like Surah Nur ayat 33. But then you will say somewhere it is written, I had enough of this going here and there. But I will go. Where do you want to take me? Where? There is no blame. I'm stick here first, right? There is no blame on the weak nor on the sick because I'm considering that enemy that do so much zulm out of my mind. We are told in Karbala how the babies went from Karbala. I not to know in Zanjir, but like how they remain with this. I tell you, I remain in the eyes of the devil. He look at me, watch me. I die. I die. From year 2001 to it start. So I know how it may feel a little bit like because from year 2000 a woman like I saying that the Noha Bibi Zainab's very old Noha of ours अब्बास खड़ी है जैनब सर पे नहीं है चादर ए शेरिय नयस्ताने हैदर अब्बास क्या इसी दिन के लिए देख सकते थे कहाँ तुम जो ये हालत मेरी भैया खुले सरों कर. Not only like one moment and then other moment gone. In the bathroom going, on bed feeling, getting up feeling, going down feeling, everywhere feeling. Someone watching. What, you know, what on my, what the stress, my body becoming like stiff, like I would have become like a stick that gone, dried up, dead, right? Now I'm looking here. So please, it is very, very difficult for me, my heart, to see this. There is no blame on the weak, nor on the sick, nor on those who have nothing to enable them to join the struggle in the way of Allah. If they stay behind, provided, why God put provided? Meaning, don't believe, provided that they are sincere. Oh, this only for the believers. You see this? That's why Yazid, the army going crazy cruel. We see how cruel Yazid army. Sayyid Sajjad, Matam, बिस्तर से छीन लिया बिस्तर छीन लिया सैयद सज्जाद का. Right? What does Quran ayat mean? I leave you now because I myself maybe not able to carry on. Assalamu alaikum, ya Aba Abdullah. Now I'm going crazy. Sorry, this is my passion. Husseini, Brahman. Okay, thank you very much. You contemplate on this ayat. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm here. I come back.